welcome you to the SEC on ESPN. We're inside Rupp Arena for the #1 ranked Kentucky Wildcats taking on the defending MAC East champion Buffalo Bulls, led by head coach Bobby Hurley, also 1-0 to start the season.
I think the key for Buffalo early in this game is they've got to eliminate the flurries and the runs that Kentucky.
Inside to the freshman Towns, who kicks it back out. First shot of the game, short from Poitras. Offensive rebound, and that's something that we'll see all day long.
Look, they rebounded at a 67% clip. They had more offensive rebounds than Grand Canyon had in total rebounds.
Aaron Harrison opens the board, goes to Skeet. He tries a three and nails it. Here comes the freshman Bearden. Blocked out of bounds, but a foul before the shot.
Well, you've got to take those opportunities when you up in Buffalo. He had 6 assists in the opener and only 1 turnover. And it doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're a freshman and you can control the game and not turn it over and make your...
Into the game, it's a 3-point lead for Buffalo. Harrison again from the wing. So it's Buffalo 5, Harrison Twins 4. There's Towns, skip pass. Look inside, Poitras, the assist to Willie Cauley-Stein. That puts Aaron Harrison back at the line, shooting 2. Knocks down the first. He, of course, tournament run to the title game.
It was a great NCAA tournament with some clutch heroics against Louisville, Michigan, and Wisconsin. And it really highlighted overall a very solid.
There's the inbounds. Moss. Nice up and under. First 2 of the game from Justin Moss.
Looking for open shots. It's tough to find them in the paint, so you've got to be able to make jump shots from the outside.
There's a turnover. Numbers favor the Bulls. Skeet again. Jaron Skeet, his second 3-pointer.
With a little hairline fracture in his wrist. It'll be interesting to see if he's able to go in that game. And then today announced Dylan Graham, a reserve on the team, is going to transfer out. Blue unit in the first 4 minutes. And only in 1 offensive rebound for Buffalo. The point differential there has to be one-sided. For Buffalo, the big things you have to do, you can't be afraid of the length. You have to aggressively attack it. They're going to block your shot from time to time. Don't be afraid.
Wigginton 1 for 2. That was Dakari Johnson with the rebound. Wildcats a chance to take the lead with a bucket. Johnson spins, gets it blocked. Cats going inside out against the 2-3 zone. The follow attempt by Lee, no good. But they get the second one to go.
Who do you award that to? Lyles or pushing the rim? And defensively, you have to be aware that that's what Kentucky's going to do. How do you negate their size? You get into them early. You're the one that has to initiate the contact to keep them away from the rim.
Devin Booker at the line.
Count. He's yet to make a field goal, but his first 2 points now as a Kentucky Wildcat. First 2 of what...
Here's Skeet. He's had a hot hand and continues. Jaron Skeet, his 3rd.
Those fast break early offense looks for the Wildcats.
Ulis, first shot attempt. Good.
You go under the screen, and Tyler Ulis can make you pay. Decent job in the half-court set. The bigger problem has been in the transition looks at boxing out.
Wigginton in the lane. Yes. 8.5 points and 2.5 assists last year. Coach Hurley expected platoon checking back in.
Well, the white platoon did a nice job in their first stint out on the floor. They gave the lead back to the blue, and then the blue gave it up again. And that ball by Lyles coming all the way from the weak side, and these fans are wanting to get on their feet, wanting to make noise right now for the Wildcats.
Ulis, top of the key for 3 again. Here's Marcus Lee, first dunk of the game.
A little execution out of the timeout, get the ball.
2-point lead, 25-23. Catch and shoot, and Jaron Skeet is on. Now we have the blue platoon back in, trying to improve on their play, which was a little sluggish. 10 on the shot clock. Nice lead for Moss.
Hello, Sports Center Top 10. This one has the potential to be worth 3 for Kentucky at this end, and it is.
They call it a 3-point play, and Towns converts. Back out, Aaron Harrison knocks down the 3 and gives a quick glare over his shoulder to the Buffalo bench.
His first mental lapse cost you a possession at a pivotal point in this game.
Rodell Wigginton checks in for Evans, so they go a little bit bigger. And here's Stein. When you talk about big, they can't match the big.
They got them as lead.
Nice spin. Rodell Wigginton.
We mentioned Duke, how well they've played in the early portion of this season. Averaging 111 points per game over their first two contests.
On the shot clock. Tough pass at close range. Here comes Buffalo. They've got numbers. And Wigginton finishes at the other end.
He continues to just go right to the...
5 seconds. Here's Harrison. Comes up short.
Well, and that's just poor awareness by Alex Poitras. Time running out of the clock. You can't be looking to make one more there. You need to make a shot. And a really positive first half for...
Here's Lyles from the wing. Good start for KUK.
Well, and made baskets allow you to get into your press. Your press can get you into turnovers. Turnovers can lead to fast break points.
And there's the turnover you speak of. Lyles! Misses from close range.
He's missed a lot around the rim in the early stage of the season.
Ulis. That's 3 3-pointers for number 3.
To compete with the team down in the Bahamas after having a procedure done. And the former Mr. Basketball of Indiana has come out here in the second half and has been ultra aggressive.
Well, Trey Mamba, as his Twitter followers know him, says he likes to model his game after Tim Duncan. We haven't seen that yet, but we certainly have seen an aggressive play from Trey Lyles. 1 for 2 from the stripe. He's in double digits with 10. Evans spins into trouble. Turnover for the Bulls. Here's Lyles, coast to coast. Trailed by 5 at halftime. Bearded, the freshman.
Good hesitation and at the free throw line.
And speaking of 3 fouls now on Trey Lyles, who's really brought some juice back into this building. And now the wholesale substitutions. High of the afternoon. And it's untied again. That makes our 10th lead change of the day.
And the time that I've been at practice, whether it was at Big Blue Madness, his work ethic and the way that he has adapted and changed his body. 22% body fat a year ago, down to 8% this year. He's running the floor a lot better, not getting rid. He's missed a lot of close ones.
At 43 apiece, we have our 7th tie of the game, and there's Willie Cauley-Stein doing what he does as well or better than anyone in the nation. And the beautiful floater from Jared Skeet, his first 2 of the... Harrison will go to the line and shoot 2. He was 2 for 3 from the stripe in the first half, looking for point number 8. And he's got it.
Preseason conference play of the year. He has not necessarily shot the ball well at all in the early stages of this year. Willie Cauley a year ago, so he's got to become more comfortable with the different defensive looks.
Nice leave underneath. Ford lost it. Kentucky, no fields over the last 5+ minutes. They need a bucket. Johnson muscles his way in.
And gets a thumb strength with Dakari Johnson. He should be able to finish around the rim. They can come in flurries, and for the... Evans
had it blocked by Johnson.
By the way, that wasn't the good look I was talking about.
Here's the lob. Oh! Graham, and now finding himself on a good Georgia State team. Johnson goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
And Casey Hill was asked.
Now there's 5 on the shot clock. Ulis tries from 3. Yes! Tyler Ulis, a deep 3, his 4th of the afternoon.
You've seen him hit and contest your shot, knock it down.
Here come the Cats. Booker went down hard.
Allow Kentucky to balloon up this lead and finish strong.
That's the 3rd free throw. His dad, Melvin, a former Missouri guard, a 13-year pro, moved his son to Moss Point, Mississippi to enhance his basketball career. Seems to have helped.
When you average 30 points a game in high school, that's pretty good.
And another turnover. Up ahead, transition, Booker.
Get that lane and attack the rim immediately. They haven't given up that lane very often today.
Comes up short on the first free throw.
For the basketball, and he did.
Wildcats as a team now 13 for...
Develop over the course of the season for Coach Hurley in Buffalo. Because they don't have a lot of size. He can bring it. That's in his 26 games at the junior college level. He'll finish around the rim and give him an interior presence besides Justin Moss. That'll help out as they get closer to conference play.
Johnson 1 for perspective now. We're 4.5 minutes still till the conclusion of this game ultimately. But what have you seen from these Kentucky players that has stood out to you on the positive side?
Well, on the positive side, when they play with energy. And look, this event, whether it's getting those fast break looks or even executing with the better floor spacing, the high-low entry pass we just saw, those are the little things that you've got to be able to not just bottle up and do for short spurts, but you've got to be able to do it for an entire game if the end result of this season is going to be what this team's goal is.
Booker gets it back from Johnson, knocks it down.
That's the execution I'm talking about. All of a sudden you start playing better at the defensive end of the floor, it bleeds.
For these Buffalo Bulls, no field goals in the last 7 minutes. Moss had to alter his shot just by virtue of Dakari Johnson being in the neighborhood. Now with 8 to shoot, Willie Cauley-Stein finishes.
You can't allow a clean lane to the rim defensively. If you do, that's what will happen.
There's Booker off the curl.
That might be the biggest positive.
Williamson gets the first.
And in the first half, only 4 in the second half make it 5.
And no field goals in the second half. They've all come from the free throw line.
In the second half, Coach Kell will be more pleased with the effort.
Nice left hand by Dakari Johnson on UTA. And of course, as we talked about, these Kentucky Wildcats will jet over to Indianapolis for a Tuesday night showdown. From showdown to throwdown for Trey Lyles. Kentucky lead as we count down the final seconds of this one. Bearden gets it to go.
Buffalo will learn from this experience, and it will benefit them over the long haul, just as Kentucky will. Kentucky has to learn from this experience and get better. The attention to detail has to be much cleaner.
Your final